I love my big brother, actually. I can't breathe, and this is where you do a Trayvon again. I am not a beanie is evil. Okay, I just had a really scary. Um, I can't feel. I can do it quite else. I said about that. So can I take a different thing? I sold Euro Battle in the real world to Jordan Cohen. Your expansion Gam Gam is now canon. That's a level below. You'll always have outlines. Let's talk about my brother as if he's a concept called Blarg. He's not. This is the beef. That'd be Red Blarg. That's his name. Clearly, my brother Jordan is Red Blarg. As to why I write songs about him for the birthday present you promise is creepy. And I'm creepy. This is the creepy. So here's the thing. I am creepy, and he's just kind of. I got rid of insomnia. I am narcolepsy, no longer depressed. Here is like an outline. I'm totally Spider-Man. This is a bullshit style called Blarg. I did invent Blarg. I want every bullshit, blue shit, that shit, eating dough stuff. Okay, gam gam, hero battle ready stuff. And now he says you aren't, attempting it, yeah. This is called an outline if it's a mask. An outline is usually dead only if it's allowed. The rule is stupidly Pokemon goes real balloon. Why would you let a balloon Pokemon if all human like magic evil cute bunny rabbits? Why would you let this one be real as God or something? His name was like Ghost Head. Why would you let him kidnap your child? Clearly, this is just friendly. This is an outline though. It's really just supposed to be Blarg if it's a concept. It's supposed to be a cute little like ninja. You're allowed a Pokemon, you're allowed a Yu-Gi-Oh! The reason this is only Japanese eyes is this rule of Blarg. It is outlines only, or you are censoring a bow or a unibrow. That's it. Everything deserves a right to exist. I made up a genre I thought was boring. My brother really came over today, and Panda's the only one who believes me, but it was what he thought it was allowed. It's so fine. I had to sell him the color. Blarg is not a color unless it's the color of death. It is one entry in a Cronslocket's secret diary. This is the genre of a mask the rule on. You know, I don't mind onigiri. This is why I don't draw masks a lot. A box is really what an action figure is. You can learn a concept. Stupid. I don't understand, but people do. I'm autistic. This is real. Everything wants something it's not. I guess the only rule is that everything you deem blue and fun and evil gore is called Blarg. You know, death is that kind of Viking thing you're into. I guess the metaphor of card games and a bird and cats could be whatever. Everything is audacity, and Cupcake Puppy is the update I made for Ashley called Dancing Tennis. I just want to be an artist. I do animate very well. I don't tell my family I made millions. Jordan said it was real if I sold $15. I did sell Pathfinder for two more. He thought it was a screw over once, that he said this time was like a rare exception, but he said it like this. This time is a rare exception, and I don't know. I'm better finally. I'm just giving up on nonfiction. I'm addicted to it. I'm an addict with a pen. I'm an addict with a pen. I'm a woodpecker baby. You know, if I have that whistle Tourette's, this is fine as Dave Strader. This is the altar. Yeah, one day. Vessel and cloth or that assumption. I'm just gonna keep saying split personality. Nothing knows anything. I mean, this is what Blarg is a concept of called Miki Miki. This is the full version though. We're not gonna stick to Miki Miki. You know, Moshinora is a really creepy thing. A stitching is wanting. It's not allowed to be. But I'm abstract art, and I was told my brother was scared shitless of something one human time that always haunted me. Because I'm creepy and I had to sell him out once. I swear this is justified. I had a fainting spell in front of my brother. He came over today. But if this is Jordan Cohen's assumption, well, clearly it was Joseph. I have many things of Striker. Okay. La 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 stop. It's called The Bullshit. Level 7 Epilepsy. Trying Housewife. The good version. And then you cross all that out. And that's the rule. S is a symbol. Ashley is to be this rule in another language. That style is called Gaelic. Put 2 plus sides for no apparent reason is all of this a rule. and then it's lemon, honey is buy. Then you remove why you can buy, trade, or do stocks. This is a language called gendr. This is so far what Blarg is addressing up down. Well, that's all in art style. This is clearly what that all is. This exact art style is still only sketches. I'm sick of everything I draw being a sketch with line art. Fine, Blarg is outlines. It's a rule, it's magic, it's the study. Death is cool if that's the only time it's blue, black, or anything mixed. Blarg's the color you think this is of Batman. It is supposed to be blue, this color. Blarg is really blue, okay? Whatever you think blue and TARDIS blue is this color called Blarg. Okay, this is the clear color. This is Blarg, it's a color. But I don't get to copyright blue. This is the difference. Blue is still Blarg. This is the color. This is not as dragon scales. Right, Guppy? He's my puppet, watch. Guppy is in I'm giving away I'm a ventriloquist. Watch, it's a thing I can do. Totally real though. I cannot do it. This is why. Haha, yes, that's real. I guess the next rule of Blarg, because this is all art style stuff people would know, called kanji or spelling. And this is how to explain it, is puppet real cool kurloz shit, yeah. Then mulein not want, cause woman, green blood, no apparent reason. This is so cool. This accent is required. Blarg is just art styles. I know a lot of little things. This is all suddenly stuff in Housewife. Okay, no, that is read in a Blarg until my mommy called mommy named Susan. She fine? Susan, go and fast. One mistake I'm scared by. Okay, this is like a beehive. So you cancel purple, you get a bee. That's the first rule of Blarg. You stay cool, you're drippin' though. I mean, that's Gigi and a guitar. You want everything that crest, you're the Cohen family crest that name. Your move 4 an option. Now Pokeballs in the series lame. But what you don't know is I'm a music style. Ska is erased as. Metalhead is this as drawings, only as a topaz. So far this is the shape known as S or Dominani. But letters are so cool. This language, Gaelic, is a switch called preferences or translation error. Well, now you have Blarg as a letter called Ashley Cool Stuff. That's a concept you just get stuff, I guess, is understanding. These two things are how you draw faces and lines, period. But an outline is supposed to be a guide, a tool, a tutorial. It's supposed to be forbidden knowledge innocently, these things, if that's the style. And it's supposed to do all of this as a checklist of making a list and checking it twice. Monstrosity, the free RPG, is one thing a species acorn is chosen. That is Pikachu or some shit, and that's a random style defense option. No evocado unless Magus doll is bullshit and magic though. That rule is butterfly syndrome or the no Pinocchio. So everything's a puppet is the rule Blargs to stay, but it's a torture doll, something a fantasy this is clearly. You just want everything bad because it's fun and evil hallucinations. You don't want a consequence. You want to rule the earth is attempt. Then you redo it, and that's what a tonk is, a number concept everyone knows by now. If not, you would just pick 3 till 2 is allowed. And that's gender the style. Everything's female, I draw on that assumption. But that's making a guess, that's making it twice, that's assuming everything ever. I guess this is math. What is your favorite thing, Mulein? Cute, Cullis. Cute is a math theory called 2.1 child porn. It has the worst name ever, so we don't use it in Blarg. You censor that, you cancel it. Every child once wanted something. That's just not a bad word, but it's always sexual insinuating. Well, I am not a pedo is the first rule of Blarg's design, even if a pedophile is drawn. You now have the story, Life of John. It's whatever this is super known by even now. Well, you want that kind of art? You do pumpkin spice. It's just what my art style is called. Everything assumed that is ever that name art style. You can't do Blarg. No one can. Why would you ever be me as Junji Ito? No one wants to draw their life to be summoned into torture paintings as magic spells. Cool, but Blarg's in magic. Everything that is. You just keep doing butterflies until you know why a twin, Siamese, exists. That is one thing stitched together that no one can explain. 2 people sewn together is a stitching called a langue. Everyone now knows, except for me, a real Siamese, this not optional. So I'm a level called delusional and casserole. All of this is a cool thing you get by now, but autism doesn't. We're just explaining autism, though. Like high and low. We just want autism, the good version, please. Well, that's Court of Puzzle Piece in Chuck E. Cheese. A poem doesn't have to make sense, and I am Willy Wonka. I write Dr. Seuss, and that is my name. I don't know, I just said in this genre. Whatever you want is a repeated letter called she in Hebrew. It's fine, I'm gonna cross out Tokyo Mew Mew. You always have a reference, you always have fun, and that's art today. Blarg is outlines in this style you call genres, meaning all of it has something ideas. But I am the only creator Blarg has ever been. My name is Junji Ito, this curse. Whatever, I made My Little Pony never, but I made Pony Pails, and that's the difference that is counted this verse. Michael Ford made My Little Pony. He made it after I made Pony Pails. He's a ripoff. This is the rule he gets to step in and say. Spirit world, everything ever, is when it gets to be a level called DID. That's many personalities, many things in your head as possessions stealing you. Ghost is all these things and not something a kazoo. Whatever you want, Dr. Seuss is a dinosaur. This has to be. Period. But Blarg is a lie called color and ethnicity missing. Aracial, totally cool, everything good ever. Trying to take all and Galate the assumption? Well, that's a thing called Vactus or Victus or Vaio. And everything is Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything's a card game to me. Fine, one thing is consensual. OC is all you want as ritual. Well, it's a ritual. It's a spell that's made up bullshit to cause that. You just gotta keep doing stuff till that's somehow real. Whatever that may be. It's like a form, like a figure, like a style, like what you really are. And that's how I talk, and I guess I give that up today, and that's gonna be she. I just defend that. Blarg has two rules. That and Jordan's cool world. Yeah, just feeling good and happy. Because Jordan, I love my big brother. Well, I give up love, and that's the rule of Blarg. I mean, that's a jealousy thing. If it's called love, love means jealousy in a lot of things. Fine. La 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 is the rule. Never Blarg unless maggots dull. A fantasy made up concept of wanting things because you just kind of need it to the point of cripple and selfish is allowed. Because just once, in the way of a woman for some reason, even though not woman. Your insult is fine. Everything in Blarg is pink, or blue, or purple. Whatever that comes to mean is the color, though. I mean, this is the color Blarg. Here you go to see. I once invented a color. I did. This is the history. I'm wearing it, though. It's just like what brown and stuff is pretending. I kind of helped dye this shirt once. This is delusions. Blarg is always these things. You make an excuse called, Mom is cool with me being nocturnal now. You just agree whatever that should be. That's the rule of Blarg, and this is why. This is the full painting. If it's a face and an ethnicity called aracial, you just don't have a skin color. You don't have a color palette. Everything could be that option, this color on my chest. And this is the style. Blonde hair, blue eyes, brown, rosebud lips, but rotting corpse and teeth. And there's a chip somewhere, or a pandy, which is a necklace. Fine, this is really weird. You just want Irish a language. Okay, we know Irish is a thing. We know Gaelic is an option. We know it feels the same like burning. You stop that level and everything's justified. Fanboy in that urn is all I wanted. A joke is that style. Amateur book or roleplays is something just justified. I just want stupid stuff real. Wanting that stupid and artistic is why this is so far everything Blarg is to be. But it's a language I write. My mom thinks it's insanity. I gotta go. I'm gonna finish the drawing. You keep calling it Sodome. Let me finish it in a rush. All of that rushing, whatever this is obvious to something somewhere. That is a style of whatever you want an accent out of it. Is Blarg a color, though? I just gotta fuck up the eyes, is all you will know. Cool, that's bullshit real. Kurloz real is the first rule of Blarg. Everything is to stay till magic. And the one rule is butterflies are maggots dull or literal and tragic. And it's just kind of what I think tragedy should be, as fun and innocent. Cool, this is what an outline looks like, if this is your argument, called a concept. Blarg is the color of death, is an art style and a genre. Media and things can be something called genres. It's always innocent and cool. One thing can just be stuff together. That's really art. What it's separated by genre is, but it has to do this as a tone if I am the argument of this bird. Disfigurement, innocent is all Blarg is to stay. Here you go. It has male and female only, and the thing is they're identical if it is ever seen as an animal. That's all Blarg is to be. But it doesn't allow gross things or bestiality. It doesn't allow Dakota's kingdom, and everything's assumed ex-bisexual. Other kin syndrome and misabilities, all innocent is what the genre is. I invented torture porn, but innocent for kids, yes. Period. You want Disney, you want that stuff. Disney's only done Blarg until we release this movie. Mr. Disney, what is it called? It's called The Junior's Death Day. I swear we're going to get that done later. Cool. Facebook is Blarg. Bye.